Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm going to talk about some stocks that are some relatively safe buys with the market being down the way it is and dropping, and there's really no sight on when it's going to stop, when it's going to kind of even out, and when it's going to kind of right the ship, basically. Um, so right now, I think with the tariffs and the news like that, it's kind of what's driving the market down, obviously. But if we look over the course of, depending on how old you are, the past 15, 20 years of uh, trading life or just in general, there's many things that have brought the market down between the pandemic, between the '08 crash. There's things in between, there's things before my life. I think the important term or the important thing to look at as an investor is time in the market and just kind of seeing the bigger picture and the outlook. The market shouldn't crash to zero overnight. If it does, then your money is the least of your worries. So I'm going to kind of go over a few different stocks. I have three stocks, big name brands here that people have heard of that I think are pretty safe buys right now, or maybe you want to wait, a couple more weeks and see what happens, see if it goes lower, see if you can get it cheaper. But I'm using right now the SPY is my one of my favorite indicators of the market, and kind of just this is year to date. So since January 1st, we're down about 10%. So that's pretty big. But again, if we go out to 5 years, and we're up 116%, that's insane. And then with 5 years being, kind of redeeming from the pandemic. But if we go out bigger picture, you can kind of see from here, pandemic, there's some correction. You go back further, I think '08 should be right here. Yeah. So like over time, if you're going to invest in the market and you're younger like me or, even older and you keep your money in there for 20, 25 years, I think you can be pretty safe. And I'm going to pull up some stocks here that I think are going to be pretty good. Right here we have Walmart. Pretty generic one, pretty big one. I think you got to look at it in terms of will this still be around in X amount of years? And you can use the argument that like people probably could have said the same thing for like Kmart and other brands back in the day, but I think Walmart's going to be here for a long while. And I think the question you got to ask yourself is, are you getting it on a discount right now? Um, about Walmart too is they do pay a dividend, which is nice 1%. So you're getting less than $1 a year. But again, long term, you want to see, hey, Walmart has been killing it ever since they hit an all time high recently, and they're kind of coming back down. So maybe if you want to be more realistic, maybe they come back down to the low 60s, high 50 range and you buy in. But I think they're a great stock. They cover so many different sectors themselves in terms of what they sell. Next, I have another big one everyone knows is Amazon. Again, asking the same question. Hey, um, I think they'll be around for quite some time. They've just ever since I think what early 2000, they were kind of dead over here, but mid 2000s they kind of just took off, and ever since then there's no looking back. Especially with what they're doing all the time. With Prime, they got music. They just launched within the last few months, I think, or last year, the pharmaceutical side of things. They have their hand in so many different pots. It's crazy. They have the past what 2 or 3 years with the NFL. They're I think 2 years with their Prime game. They'll just shell out millions and billions of dollars. I think they're a pretty another safe company just to kind of if you're worried about how the market is now, investing in them now and just holding long term. And then finally, I have another big one, obviously, one of the biggest, Apple. Same thing like the other ones. They've been around, they've been going off for years now. I will say with Apple, hopefully, as a consumer, hopefully, I think there's going to be more competition for them in the future, and that should drive them to kind of push harder, work harder, and see what else they can get themselves into. Um, but again, same thing as before. They have a 1% dividend too, or just saying $1, 0.45%. So I wouldn't really invest for that. But overall, again, looking long term, um, they should have, yeah, they hit an all time high. They're coming back down too. So maybe once this gets down to that 150, 160 range, if it's going down that low, I would say it's another smart buy. But yeah, just things to look at, things to be observant on. And thanks for watching.